everybody, Princess Bear here, and we're back at Fort Wilderness Campground.
This is another reservation that we rescheduled because we had to go into quarantine. It is Trail's End for dinner.
Yes, and apparently the trail ends at said lake. I need to get fed, so at the end of the trail there better be food.
Be sure to have a friend in me.
You heard the girl.
Wait.
Family channel, ma'am.
I'm sat underneath the animal. I hope it's fake. I'll have these cute salt and pepper shakers on our table just to distract me. I'm so glad that we have salt and pepper shakers back on the table. But it's not every restaurant, but it is here. A very small little bread basket. Okay, well, I'm gonna try this first one. It's a little sweet and dense. It's more of like a little dessert bread. I'd probably give it like a 3 out of 5 breads.
All of the breads. Little dish things. Little spurs. Doesn't smell like anything. I didn't lose my sense of smell. It does sort of taste like a pastry. Kind of a little gritty, but a little sweet. I don't hate that. 2.5 out of 5 plus.
Is this little one the same thing? Is this a cornbread or something? No, this is a cornbread. It's a weird little, like, tiny shaped, personal sized cornbread. Also extremely dense. 2 out of 5 cornbreads.
As for this little thing, this feels more of a cornbread. Kind of stiff, kind of hard. It smells like cornbread. That's red cream of wheat. Oh, it's cold. That's what that tastes like. 1 out of 5 plus.
And then we have this gluten-free roll that I have with which it's pretty difficult to rip, but it's less like dry than the one that we had for breakfast. So I guess I'm gonna have it with this dip. Cheers. The dip is alright. It's a little bland, but it kind of helps offset this bread. This is just your standard bread. It's whatever. The bread is like 2 out of 5 breads. The dip is like 3 out of 5 dips.
This thing I am absolutely terrified of because if you guys watched our Trails and Breakfast video, I did not have a good time. It feels more moist, but like the density is about the same. It feels almost like rubber. And you have this plant-based strawberry spread. Okay. Not as bad as the last time. The spread does help. By itself, it's like very chewy. Like a bread gummy almost. The 2 out of 5 ball. This is still a fail, but it's definitely better than breakfast was. Now we have the non-plant-based basket. We got some whipped butter. Looks like a strawberry spread or strawberry butter. And a delightful array of like little breadies. I think this is a Hushpuppi. Ooh. It is, it is. That's a treat. I was not expecting that. We need some like malt vinegar or something. It's a 3.5 out of 5 claws. And then we have some sort of like muffin dome thingy. There's some herbs in it. Interesting. It's like a herb muffin, but only the dome. Let's try it with the strawberry spread. No idea what it is, but it tastes pretty good. 3 out of 5 claws. Then we have the cornbread. This is what cornbread's supposed to look like. And if only it was chock full of corn and jalapenos. Okay. It's decent cornbread. It's probably my least favorite thing in the basket. The Princess makes far better cornbread than this. 2.5 out of 5 claws. We have a table salad here. Some cheese, tomato, and a chopped salad. Some cucumbers. There's some onions buried at the bottom there. I'll avoid those. Lettuce, some croutons. Got tomato in there as well. And they gave us this, some sort of vinaigrette. Bacon vinaigrette. Interesting. They also gave us a plant-based ranch, but the salad has cheese in it. So I don't know if they forgot the salad. But either way, that's a lot of ranch. So the princess would love these for the house. These little mini mason jars for her sauces. But the bacon ranch looks very oily. Like there's like a film on the top. Like it should have been shaken a bit before it's put in here. A little stir. That looks a little bit better. A little pour. Probably more than I wanted. This would be a plant-based salad. There was just no cheese. I don't know why they put the cheese in there.
You don't know if the croutons are vegan either.
And there's always the croutons. They sneak non-plant-based ingredients in so many things. I don't really get bacon from the vinaigrette. But it's got like a nice, like subtle savory flavor to it, which is probably from said bacon. The croutons are crunchy. Cucumbers are good. It's your average chopped salad. It didn't ruin it. Look at that, 3 out of 5 claws. It's a good salad.
I got the strawberry lightning, which has strawberry moonshine, lemonade, and a little bit of Sprite. It tastes a little watered down. It was sitting at the bar for quite some time. It's better at the bottom. It's not very strong. I would say it's probably like a 2 out of 5 strawberries. I don't know if I would get this again.
So far, it does not sound like Trail's redeeming himself on this whole drink problem here. There's a little stir. Let's see what we get here. Ooh, there's the flavor. There's like a lot of strawberry and some weak, fake moonshine. Don't lie to me. I know what moonshine is. I'm a Floridian, remember? Tastes more like straight limeade than any extra alcohol. Feels weak. 2.5 out of 5 claws.
We here got the Gullywhumper, which has a pineapple on it. Also just tastes mostly watered down, so I'm not exactly sure what it's supposed to taste like. All the goodness is down here. 2 out of 5 pineapples.
As for this Gullywhumper, which sounds a bit racist, give it a little stir. It has the same moonshine in it, so I'm not expecting a whole lot. Let's Go ahead and move this pineapple out of the way. Definitely more alcohol in this one. It's supposed to be like peach and pineapple color thing. You can barely taste those. The Princess definitely has more flavor. I should have just ordered a smoked turkey. 2 out of 5 plus.
So now we have the vegan salad. The ranch was not vegan. We actually have a balsamic. Should I pour the balsamic on this? Are you good with that? Okay, so then I'm just gonna... See how easy it is to toss your own salad? All you need is 2 forks. Alright, let me get some. There you go. It's actually not too bad. The balsamic is very tangy, not too tart. I'm not mad at the salad. I could eat the whole thing. 3.5 out of 5 salads. At least it's the correct salad.
This looks like a princess-sized portion of salad. All the rabbit food. It looks like basically the same salad, just without the cheese. You're seeing the same veggies in here, and no croutons. The croutons clearly were not vegan. You use a little bit more chopping, but I like my wedges big. I definitely like the balsamic better than the vinaigrette. But same fresh ingredients, got a nice crispness to it. It's 3 out of 5 plus. Solid. Solid.
Here we have a delectable adult-sized TV tray. I mean, that's basically what it is. It's like a metal TV tray. I guess I'm gonna start with the wedges. Nice crispy wedge. Okay. And by crispy, I mean undercooked. Crunchy. 1 out of 5 potatoes. I could probably put a little more pepper on this, maybe a little more salt. It's a little bland, but it's also undercooked.
Well, this definitely feels like an even spread to the food that I got. I actually do like the way it's displayed with the trays and little individual things. Some people like their food touching. If you get a non-plant-based skillet, it's definitely your food's going to be touching. Let's try these potatoes. I guess you would call these fingerling. And they got some seasoning to them, some nice little char. Okay. They're not evenly cooked. And one side of that felt a little bit better than the other, but the flavors and the pepper, it's pretty good. Let's try one to the bottom, one of the smaller ones. They're not cooked. Not cooked evenly at all. And if they can get it right, this would be an above average side. 2 out of 5 plus.
Jackfruit, don't let me down. Alright, so we're back to the big chunks, like what was in my eggs for breakfast. It's juicy. It does remind me of the same exact jackfruit as what we had for breakfast, so 2 out of 5 jackfruits.
We have the jackfruit. We've seen various places try to do jackfruit, but this one is still like It could have used some more shredded, like whole chunks of jackfruit in here. Try to get some of these shredded pieces. I like the barbecue sauce they chose, but the chunks of jackfruit sort of like pull it out of the whole like pulled jackfruit sort of like what they're going for, and it's kind of hard to mash. You can do it with your own fork, it's just not as good as it could be. It's like almost there, just like the potatoes. 2 out of 5 claws.
Now some green beans here. Nice, hopefully slow roasted. Now these are seasoned really well, but they're also salty. You can definitely taste the salty in that. I would give that a 2 out of 5 green beans.
Got some green beans. Got some things. Okay. Not rubbery, well cooked, juicy. Those went all the way. 2.5 out of 5 claws.
Now we have a corn on the cob. It'd be nice if there was some earth balance to go with this. It's bland. It's not seasoned at all.
Thank you. You're amazing.
1 out of 5 corns.
It's corn on the cob. It's just a straight boiled corn on the cob, but too special about it. It's adequately cooked and cooked perfectly. It's just, I feel like to go with the sort of like Western theme, like it could use something else, like a dash of the salt. Look at it. Yeah, over here. Yeah, much better. It still though puts in like the everyday palate category. 2.5 out of 5 claws.
And in the front section here, we have a Beyond Sausage. Looks a little overcooked. With, I'm guessing, a tomato sauce. Thank you. Here's the tomato sauce, some marinara. The Beyond Sausage is not overcooked, which is good. It's like a nice consistency. I wish the marinara was spicy. I think that would make it. But because it's like not really seasoned, like I need to put some pepper in that. It doesn't exactly help the Beyond Sausage, which is ho-hum as well. So 2 out of 5 on that.
I appreciate the attempt to try to dress up Beyond Sausage. Let's hope it worked for them. Huh? It's a nice try, but the marinara does nothing to elevate the sausage. It's hard, I get it. Season to Beyond Sausage is not an easy way to go. It's always an odd choice in any meal, but I do think it gives you a complete sort of family-style meal to compare to what you would get if you weren't plant-based. But again, 2.5 out of 5 claws. The whole plate for me, it's a 2.5 out of 5 claws. It's okay, but it's not memorable.
And then we have a fish stick. Let me ask you a question. Do you like fish sticks? Do you like to put fish sticks in your mouth? Dip in this tartar sauce. This is a lot of tartar sauce for 2 fish sticks. It's not fishy. It's more chickeny. Which I think I read it was chicken and not fish, but it looks like fish sticks. That's probably the most interesting thing on here, which isn't really saying that much. I would give that a 2 out of 5, whatever the alt meat that is. Overall, I'm gonna say this tray is probably like a 2. I don't think I would proactively come here for this dinner for any piece of it. I mean, it is a good price, but I don't know if it's worth it.
And the princess said fish in the beginning. I suppose it's like plant-based chicken. And that got me thinking about fish sticks and custard. Get that reference, let me know in the comments. But this isn't fish. Then what is this? I can't lose my finger what it is. It's not tartar sauce. That's for sure. Give it a dip. Like a chicken nugget. Tastes sort of like McDonald's. Not a bad thing. 2.5 out of 5 plus. What have we here? I feel like most of the family style dining is just trying to be as good as Whispering Canyon. In most cases, they don't make it. It's a lot of what you would get at like a Garden Grill or Whispering Canyon. So we have some potatoes, very similar to the Princess potatoes. Similar seasoning, I think there's a hint of butter, but they're much softer. Probably how the Princesses should have been. So only getting a 2.5 out of 5 plus for you. And then buried in here we have a nice little chicken leg. Come on, a little thigh here. Looks well seasoned, skin looks juicy. Let's see how it tastes. Okay. It's juicy. I'll give it that. But all the flavor is mostly in the skin. Not a huge fan of that. It's okay. But it's chicken I would share. How about that? 2.5 out of 5 plus. Buried in here, we also have some green beans. They look pretty similar. Warm, seasoned, well cooked, not rubbery. 2.5 out of 5 plus. Now I get a double helping of corn. Mine's a little bit more charred than Princess's was. I think the only difference is that it's buttered. But it doesn't really do it in any other favors. 2.5 out of 5 plus. And we have a nice, thick and juicy Andouille sausage. It's a thick boy. You guys know how I feel about sausage. If you don't know, never been a huge fan. Especially if it's greasy. Outside's got that nice skin to it, and it's got a spice to it. It's like 4 out of 10 on the spice scale. Front of the mouth is actually my favorite thing so far. Surprisingly enough, 3.5 out of 5 plus. And we have cut of beef here, like barbecue. This is the brisket. It's supposed to be like a pecan brisket. Not as tender as I was expecting, but we got 2 sauces. So we have a honey mustard barbecue and then a regular barbecue. Let's try the regular barbecue first. Okay. It's well cooked. I get a hit in the pecan, not a lot. It's a good thing. Really depends on how you like your beef. I would give that with the regular barbecue sauce 3 out of 5 claws. That's for the honey barbecue. It's more like a Carolina style. Definitely a much better sauce, but I don't think that it helps out to really get it above a 3 out of 5 claws in the beef. I feel like it needs like Texas toast along with it. But the barbecue sauces aren't bad. Overall, I give this whole plate 3 out of 5 claws. Again, it's good food, but it's nothing that I would make the trip on a bus over here for. If we were staying here, we didn't have a whole lot of options to eat. That's one thing, but only slightly above average.
My go-to drink, the Blue Long Island. Or as we call it in California, the AMF. Which stands for Adios, Mama. It's very strong. Probably the best thing that I've had so far. 4 out of 5 mini golf waters.
I think I have called this mini golf water for too long, especially when the princess is repeating it. I think I'm going to dub this now fake travel magazine water. It'll definitely take you somewhere. I'm not gonna promise it's gonna be good, but you'll have a fun time. 4 out of 5 claws.
I don't think we can go anywhere without Bear ordering a smoked turkey. This is his jam. This is the hill that he chooses to die on. I'm just here to steal his cherries.
If only they were actually cherries.
They're soaked in oops. Whatever. Three out of 5 smoked turkeys. It's better when you eat the cherries with it. Otherwise, it's just really strong.
I'm telling you, Disney, if you sold your glasses, we would buy them. I know you sell some, but not enough of them. It smells like home. The best smoked turkey I've ever had, but it's still a smoked turkey. I think it's missing a touch from one of our favorite bartenders. 4 out of 5 claws.
And here we have a cowboy hat dessert. We got the vegan ice cream, same cookies from Sci-Fi. This looks like one of those vegan cookies you get in the turquoise box. I don't remember what it's called. Some Mickey confetti sprinkles, which, you know, I love me some rainbow sprinkles. Let's get into it. The ice cream is nice. Oh. There's something at the bottom. You can't see this. Now you can see there's like this cake here. Try it with the cake. This is a good dessert. I would put this in my top 5 favorite desserts. I actually think this is a reason to come here. 5 out of 5 desserts. I'm shocked. Shocked.
Kitchen sink, I think you got somebody coming in for your crown in your little mini cowboy hat ice cream tub. And this is a healthy plant-based portion. It's a little bit of the sprinkle confetti. Get some of that cake at the bottom. Let's come over here and get some of this chocolate cookie. That is a full dessert spoon. That'll definitely take you back being a kid. It's got a little bit of a plant-based tinge to it, but with everything all mixed together, all the sweetness, you're not going to care. It's just fun. And we like fun desserts. 4.5 out of 5 plus.
Our Kevin Costner went to the game. Or returns to Iowa Field of Dreams. That's cool.
This is This is a it's a thing. Somebody put a gigantic chocolate me in the middle of a cowboy hat. I'll leave that to your imagination. I got some thoughts, but again, this is a family channel, not really, but I don't know what it is with people serving me things lately that are shaped like hot dogs. Either way, this is going to be a 2 magic peel sort of dish, because that is a lot of ice cream. I believe this is chocolate covered bacon at the top here. So I'm going to get some of the ice cream, get some of the sprinkles. There's a brownie here in the back, like a huge chunk of brownie. There's a marshmallow. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get all of this on like one fork. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bite this and eat this. Definitely bacon. It's one of those things where I don't care if I make a mess. That's great. And these are desserts I can live with. It's a bare necessity. 5 out of 5 plus. Another eventful time at Trails Inn.
Eventful?
Eventful as in not a great time.
Not great.
That is probably the worst service I've had at Disney in recent memory. Getting waters, they forgot some of our food.
We never got water.
We had to correct them on some of the plant-based food. That was not a great time.
I would say the service was just as bad for dinner as it was for breakfast, which is not great.
And when you only have average food, except for the dessert was amazing, it doesn't really add up to a great time.
Yeah. Even though it currently is the cheapest all you care to enjoy experience for both breakfast and dinner right
I
now.
thought Ohana was. Maybe?
No.
No?
No. Oh yeah, I guess Ohana's $5 cheaper than this for breakfast.
Go to Ohana.
But the dinner is cheaper here than anywhere else.
Spend the extra couple bucks to go to Ohana.
Yeah, I would agree that like you could get probably the worst quick serve. You could go to a freaking like Starlight Cafe.
Whoa.
At Magic Kingdom.
Somebody definitely chose violence today, but either way, it was not a great time to be had.
I'm just saying it's at the same level as some of those bad AF
I'm
Magic
glad
Kingdom restaurants.
that we were able to get the reservation to come back and try it for you guys because you did ask.
Yes.
This is not a recommend for us, obviously.
No.
But if you guys think we're wrong, by all means, or you feel like we're being a little bit harsh, correct us in the comments.
I think that Bear was actually right in saying that if you're staying here, it's not a bad option.
It's not a great option.
But if you're not staying here, don't even bother. If you're staying here, just get P&J's Southern Takeout and call it a day. Eat in your room or your tent or whatever.
Take a boat to Magic Kingdom, go to Polynesian, eat at Ohana.
Go to
Either
Starlight
way,
Cafe.
if there's anywhere else you guys think we should go, by all means, the comments are one place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe.
You heard the girl.
And like this video for the horses.
See, we are Durr, and we got to get back up here to the outpost. To get back to the car.